what time it
Good
is.
evening.
It's Monday.
Yes.
It's your girl. This is my better half, Kilner.
Yeah.
It's the Davison intervention.
Yes,
We in
it
the
is.
house today.
We're
Always
here.
in the house.
We're here.
We here, y'all.
Live and
Y'all,
looking
you know
kinda
what?
high.
I'm excited because I got an email this show. Kilner, this is a good show.
Okay. Okay. I'm with you.
You with it?
I'm with you.
You don't seem like it. I see you got your little
I
cowboy
agree.
jersey on.
This football season. I'm not gonna wear it every week, but it's football season,
But
and
you
I'm
okay.
ready.
You can wear it
I'm
every
ready.
week
It's
if you
football
like.
season.
You're right. It is football season.
I'm
I
trying to
think
give my team a chance to win.
And we won, so that makes
Yes.
us 3-0 right now. And I'm with Denver. I'm just letting you know we 3-0 right
I'm
now.
Cowboys. We 1-1. We'll make it happen.
Okay,
we'll make it happen. Yes.
We'll see.
Yes.
So, Kenna, you know your girl got to say it always. Do you want to say it or you want your girl to
Go
say
ahead
it?
and say it. You're on top of
Make
it.
sure y'all like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. That's
Yes.
the only way you're going to know when we come in.
Absolutely.
First,
Absolutely.
I just want to thank y'all for the support that y'all have given us. Thank you to those subscribers,
Yes.
those that's been viewing, those that's been sending those comments. We appreciate you all. You know,
Yes.
we wouldn't even have this platform if it wasn't
Without
for you.
Without you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I just wanted to get that shout out.
Yes.
Killing your girl, I always like to check in with you.
Check in with
Check
me.
that temperature. Do that
Yes.
temperature check.
I'm doing good. It's a great day today.
It's a great day today?
It's a great day today.
Wow, that's
Yes,
good.
I'm feeling good, feeling blessed and
Okay.
ready to rock and roll. How about yourself?
Anybody here blessed? I'm blessed. I'm
Yeah.
feeling good. I'm
Everybody
feeling
blessed.
yes, I'm feeling good.
I like that.
I know, I love it. I'm feeling good. I'm excited about the show.
Yes.
Love to just sit here and talk. We just took a trip. We went to San Antonio.
San Antonio, beautiful weather.
Drove down
Yes.
Friday.
Beautiful weather.
Got back on a Saturday, did a
Yeah.
turnaround. It was really nice. San
Beautiful
Antonio,
weather,
you know, I like
yes.
going to San Antonio, so it's always
Beautiful
nice.
trip, beautiful atmosphere down there. Everything was good. Yes,
Had
it
nice
was.
couples.
Yes.
Nice little
So you
group.
feeling pretty good today, though,
I'm
huh?
feeling real
Okay.
good today.
That's good. That's good.
Kenna, you know I always give out the email. I got an email on this one today.
Okay, all right.
Can you believe I got an email? I mean, not can you believe, but I got an email on the topic today.
All right.
This was interesting.
Okay.
I just want to know. Inquiring minds want to know.
Gotta
They
know.
always want to know. Kenna,
Gotta
so
know.
this is what they said.
Okay.
Dear Davisons, I have been in a marriage and a relationship for the past 4 years.
Okay.
Since then, there has been nothing but deception.
Ooh.
They have lied about where they go. They've lied about where they've been. They've even lied about some of their family history. And all of this is being exposed now.
Wow.
I know you all are not for divorce. I've heard y'all say that a lot, quite frequently, I heard.
Okay.
But
okay.
what am I to do? Please help.
Wow.
Kenna,
Thank you.
please,
That is interesting.
Please
Thank
help.
You
They want to know.
thank
They
you
want
for
to
writing
know your
in
help.
And put that out there.
Yeah, I appreciate that information.
Yes,
But Kenna,
yes.
man, so Kenna, deception. They've lied about family, lied about some of their things, and they married.
Wow. That's a good one.
They married.
That's a good one.
4
too.
years?
4 years. 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Kenna.
And that's a good one because,
Kenna.
it's a lot to digest.
It
There's
is.
a lot to peel back.
You got
It's
to
a lot
unpack
to-
that.
you got to peel back some of the layers and
Ooh,
find out what's going on
Kenna.
there because that's a good one.
So, I'm going to ask you
it's
the
a
tough
good one.
question. I'm just going, I like to just dive right in since
Right, might as well
since
dive
we
in.
talking. So,
Yeah.
4 years in, deception, some stuff coming out now.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, how do you think you could handle that? Or what? Let me ask you this. Let me not ask you how you think you can handle that because I'm not gonna say I know.
Okay.
But what do you think could have been done prior to us getting
There
to
you
this
go.
point?
There you go.
Because we
Just
got
let's
to
start
this point.
Peeling back a little bit, layer by
So
layer. Yes.
what could we have done before we got here?
Wow, that's a
I'm
good
asking
question.
you.
That's a good question. I was just trying to think back on how we, started some of the premarital classes when we first started doing them.
Okay.
We would ask them, how much would you want to know
How
about
much
a person?
should you know? Yeah.
How much would you want to know about a person? How
Right.
much should you know about a person? and how much of my past
Right.
history should I tell you?
Yeah, right.
Tell you? And I was thinking about that too, because we had some interesting comments and interesting things that people would say.
Okay.
You know, people would want to know how. First of all, how would you dig into that? Would you just ask the person straight up?
Okay.
You know about your past, or would you try to see if some of that's going to come out as we were dating?
Okay, so since
things like that.
So how did you and I go about doing that?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good question. We were talking, we were trying to ask each other questions, and trying to figure each other out a little bit.
Right.
Inquiring minds want to know, because you're nosy, and I am too.
Who's nosy?
Both of us are nosy.
Okay, thank you.
You're nosy, and I am too.
Thank you
and
for saying
I think that's what we were doing as we were dating. We were prying to each other's business and asking stuff. How do you like this? How do you like children?
Right.
How do you like teenagers?
Okay.
How do you like kids?
But I think that's surface stuff.
I'm just saying, you start out like that.
Okay.
You start out like that, little by little, and then that way you won't just dive right in and say, "Hey, let me ask you about your past." No, but you start out a little, just
peeling a little bit back at the time. Just kind of
just asking interesting questions like that. And what do you think about a lot of kids? Do you think about stepkids? What do you think about children in general, teenagers in general? So we started out doing that, and then next thing you know, I found out myself that you like kids.
Okay.
I found out that you like teenagers.
Okay.
Just like I did. I said, we have something in common now, because I like children and you like children.
And I like the bad ones.
Yes, and I was just about to say that. We got off into interesting topics like, what about bad kids? Can you put up with bad kids? Would you want to put up with bad kids?
I love the bad ones.
And that topic there just opened up. We started, just interesting conversation with each other and learning more and more about what you like, what I didn't like, what I did like, and what you did not like. And that opened the door up to more and more questions. As we were dating each week, we'd go out each week dating and going on dates. We talk about different topics.
But and
see how we can work our way up into what we like and what we don't like.
Okay, so once we got there, so then we got to the point where we started getting deeper.
Okay.
So once we got deeper and started diving into really deep stuff, like your family, my family.
I'm talking about your mama, my mama.
My mama. No, I'm not talking about them. But I'm saying ask questions, inquiring about your sisters and brothers, my sisters, your dad, my dad. Just kind of getting a little deeper.
And the next thing you know, you started finding out more and more about how crazy my family is and how crazy your family is. And we were like, well, so we started to have more and more in common.
We did.
You like kids, I like kids. You have a crazy family, I have a crazy family.
You would not say that before. Well, I guess we do. But okay.
That's me kind of jabbing that a little bit.
But I like
that. But that opened the door up to a lot of questions.
Okay, it opened the door. But this letter is talking about deception.
Okay.
So if you're asking me questions, I'm answering the questions. When do you know, or how do you sense or understand that? Because that's what I'm saying. All of a sudden now I'm saying we married.
Yeah.
All of a sudden stuff coming out.
Yeah. Okay. And here we go.
Okay.
And see, that's what another question was. We started going around each other, family and friends.
Okay.
That's another thing that opened the door up too. I started seeing who you hang out with.
Okay.
And you started seeing who I hang out with.
Okay.
And then next thing you know, one thing led to another. And then we started seeing more and more of each other's friends.
Okay.
More and more of different things that you and I hang out to do.
That.
So that opened the door up to a lot of things that started answering questions about what kind of person you were. So what kind of person that I was.
So you think if I did not allow you to hang around my family, because I was I'm just saying hypothetically, just say if I didn't allow you to hang around my family, and I was like, Kenna, I just don't get along with my family.
Yeah.
Like you said, my family crazy. They crazy. I just don't want to fool with them because all of them crazy.
Okay.
So you would have just took that and been like, okay, she don't hang around. She don't talk to her mama. She don't talk to her daddy.
She don't like her sisters.
She don't talk to none of her sisters.
Like,
I met maybe a couple of cousins, and that was just real quick. It wasn't long term.
I've been wondering, like, if she can't get along with her personal, immediate family, she can't get along with her sisters and brothers. I wonder what's going on with her.
Okay, I'm telling you.
Or what's going on with me.
Well, I'm telling you what's wrong with them. I'm good. They crazy.
Yeah. But eventually we were going to meet them. Eventually. Because, when I started asking you to marry me and things like that, they started wanting to know, well, can we see the guy you getting ready to marry?
But what if, I'm telling you, they crazy.
Right.
I only had them two little cousins, a couple of little friends coming around. I'm just asking, how do you deal with that when I'm giving you the information?
Right.
You're not going to go and research. You're not going to go and investigate.
Right.
You're
Back
not
then, I
going to
sure
go.
wasn't gonna do it.
But I'm just saying now.
But that would have set up a red flag with
Okay.
me, or a smoke screen with me, and
screen.
saying, "There's something wrong with her. She's protecting her family for some reason."
Well, nothing wrong with me. It's them.
Right. I was gonna say she's protecting her
It's not
family.
me,
for,
it's them.
It's something. She's protecting her family for some reason or another. Is it that she's hiding something?
Okay.
Or she doesn't want me to know about this personal side of her?
Okay.
Or something to that effect?
Okay.
Now that was, my red flags up. Now I'm starting to think, wondering what's going on here. I wonder why she just can't get along with it.
Because I'm telling you, had the roles been reversed and what the scenario I just gave about me, I would have wanted to know and probably just ask and say, no, I need to meet some. I mean, I'm just saying, you got siblings, y'all don't get along, your mom, and you saying there's something wrong with it. Well, now let me at least meet somebody.
Right.
I wouldn't have just took you at face value and said, okay, it's something wrong with them, and it's just the whole family. There's something wrong with the whole family. Right,
and it's something that you hiding because
something I'm hiding.
Eventually, you were gonna get to see somebody. Somebody in your family, your cousin, your sister, your
somebody
brother.
would have.
Somebody we're going to bump into as we're going out and meeting different people and getting to know each other even close and personal. That's what I tell guys oftentimes. I said, when you marry a person, you're not only marrying them, you're marrying the whole entire family.
Yeah, but if you don't know my whole family, you're not marrying
the whole family. You're marrying them now.
Okay.
Because guess what? When I'm tied to you and you're tied to me, guess what? They're connected some type of way.
Right, I agree.
Some type of way down the line, we're going to run into each other.
See, because what I don't want to happen, and I've seen this so many times, or even just heard about it. People on social media, they say they done DM this person, they done message this person. And you start messaging people trying to find that information out or trying to do your own investigation.
Yeah.
I just think that's for another subject. But I'm just saying, I just don't think we need to get to that far. I just think at some point we need to just sit down and just try to talk.
Right.
The tough part for me is that if I'm believing what you're telling me and you not getting along with your family and we never meet them, to me, if I take it upon myself to get married to you and that's happening, I'm saying this, and it's going to sound contradictory, I'm saying it's kind of my fault for go ahead and saying that everything was good, because I didn't investigate.
It could be your fault at the same time.
Okay.
But at the same time, it should be an open door policy too. Because if you know a lot about my family, I don't know a lot about your family. That's something wrong with that situation right there.
What do you mean?
Because it's just a one-sided thing.
Well,
all you know is just about my family.
Right.
I don't know anything about your family.
Right.
Me myself as a man, a husband, I want to know more.
Well, see,
I want to know this person that I want to know this person that I'm marrying right here. I want to know them. I want to make sure that this person that I'm marrying right here is a good person. You see? Because you can only tell me so much. You can tell me, yes, that I love this person. Yes, I love this. Yes, I love fun and going out having a good time and things like that. But at the same time, I want to see some of this action that you're talking about. So it's going to be up to me as a husband, who I'm trying to get to know you, to find out a little bit more details.
So how can we help them? They say help me. There's deception. We married for years. They know we're not. Our thing is not divorce. We're not about getting divorced. But that was deception from the beginning. They already said that from from day one. Yeah. Deception. Now everything is coming to a head.
Everything is coming out now.
How do we help them?
Yeah.
What could we give them?
We need to take it step by step and say, look, is there anything else? I would go back to you and say, is there anything else I need to know about? Because now I'm starting to see all these things unravel, things that I'm not comfortable with, things that you seem like you're not comfortable with. Now it's starting to unravel. Can we just tap the brakes a minute or two and find out what else is there that's going on?
Well, see,
what else is happening that I need to know now? Because now all of a sudden it seems like it's all happening to you. It's not happening to me.
Okay, well, I'm kind of laughing on the inside because what I'm thinking about is you saying, is there anything else? Okay, the police gonna come because I'm a most wanted.
Yeah, okay.
And all that. So
I'm looking like what?
So that's why I'm laughing, because if I say all that and it come out, then what?
Yeah, that's gonna be real hard. That's gonna be.
Or
real
I have
hard
an alias. I'm really not Lavita. I'm really somebody else. I done picked up another.
That's gonna be hard on our relationship.
So how do we?
We're gonna have to get us some help.
So you think help can help us?
I think help to slow this process down. tap these brakes for a minute or two, and let's set aside and try to smell some of these roses before it gets worse.
I think it's already worse.
Yeah, if you all this is coming out at once, it's got to be something else hidden. So we need to go get us some help. We need to go, first of all, either talk to somebody that we're comfortable with talking with, maybe a therapist or somebody like that.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to say the counselor, because counselor, that kind of scares us men. When you mention counselor, that nothing wrong with me.
Right.
I'm not crazy. I don't need a counselor. And just don't know, a counselor is the person that can help you.
Right.
A counselor is the person that can help both of you all dissect what you got going on and then work your way through it.
Well, I'm agree, but I also think that we need to see where are we in this relationship. How bad? Because like you said, in premarital, I always ask couples to make sure you disclose when we talk about the past. How much should you disclose with the past?
Right.
Anything that's going to hinder this relationship need to be disclosed.
Needs to be disclosed.
Always. I always tell a couple that anything that's going to hinder this relationship needs to be disclosed.
Yeah, we need to know it up front.
It need to be up front.
If we're going to have a relationship for 9 months, and within those 9 months, we need to know some of this.
Yeah, I think you do
because
know
some of this
because what you don't want to do is go into a relationship already deceptive. To me, that's deception when I didn't disclose that, and right now we're headed for destruction.
Yeah.
So I think that's the first thing you should do before. And I'm trying to help this person, but I'm getting around to it. Before you even consider when you're dating, once y'all get serious, once y'all dating, but once we're talking marriage, we're engaged. Those things need to be disclosed.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, out of 4 years, you mean to tell me it took 4 years for some of these things to start blossoming and coming out? What were we doing for the first couple of years? Just having a good time and just in love with each other and just see no disruptions here.
And see, that's all they said they did. Because like you say, I always got questions because that would have been one of my questions. So the first year you didn't see anything.
Yes.
First 6 months you didn't see anything.
Yes.
And I'm sure you may have because they writing it because this is pretty serious.
Right. And going into the second year, I know we're still on high. We're still on this roller coaster ride. That we're in love with one another and we're just really caring for one another.
Yeah.
And that, you're my breath of fresh air. And,
you're the wing
beneath
my wings.
We're doing all that. Going into the second year, though, we should run into some hurdles.
Okay.
Some obstacles that is slowing us down and make us tap the brakes and say, hey,
so
we need to wake up to see.
So you're saying we should run into some hurdles?
We should have saw some red flags somewhere. We should have saw some fog in the road somewhere going into the second year. Going to the second year, we still in love and we still want to be around each other and still madly, in love with you and things. Okay. We're still there in the second year. But then you say it was 4 years of this, right?
4 years. That's what they say.
Even that third year, we should have saw a lot of dust come up and we should have ran across some obstacles.
But I think they started, I believe, and this is just me, and you can please email me and fill in the gap.
Yes.
I believe that there was some signs. This is just me. I believe there was some signs, and now in the fourth year, a lot of this is coming to a head. That's what I believe. I believe there was some signs.
Yeah, it had to be some signs.
It was some lifelines.
Had to be.
It was something there for you to know that this thing here is not working. And I just believe that at some point, I just believe a person can only put on a facade for so long.
4 years is a long time.
And just like when I talk to people and they say, well, they tricked me and they did this. I'm just saying, I believe people can get tricked. It depends on what lenses are you looking through. Yeah. That's the way I see it. Yeah. Whatever lenses you're looking through, of course somebody can trick you. If you're looking through rose-colored glasses, you're looking through rose-colored glasses, I believe you can be tricked. So I think if I was just head over heels with you and me and you was everything is killing, and other people can see it. That's why I say other people can see it, but for some reason I can't see what they see.
Right. And oftentimes we tell couples this too, just make sure that we're both on the same page with some things.
Right.
We're both on the page with some things for his financing, for his intimacy, for his romancing, for his trying to, make sure both of us are taking care of business.
Right.
You should sit back and talk to each other sometime and see, look here, don't look like we're headed in the right direction. Can you give me, maybe a plan of what we're getting ready to do here this next year?
Right.
See, like the first couple of years were kind of bumpy and the first couple of years were kind of rocky. Can you give me a plan? And I ask men this to give their wives
A
a plan.
Right.
And let them know, this is what I plan on this marriage.
Right.
First year
That's
I
what I
plan
want it to look
on
like.
starting out, doing this thing right here. Second year I plan on this right here. This is why I see where you come in at, Davida. You come in right here this first year. You will come beside me and help me manage the money, help me manage the children, help me manage the situation. So our marriage can take off like it's supposed to do. And that was my plan, to show you, and then I showed you how you fit into this plan.
Okay. So
instead of us just going out here saying, okay, just which way we're going to go, we're going to be in love and we're going to enjoy this thing, and whatever happens, you and I are going to work this thing out together.
So
that's not a plan.
So let me ask you: do you think this relationship can be revived? Because to me, do you believe this relationship can be revived?
Oh, you got the sweating on that one there, my sister.
Do you think it can be revived?
And I believe that any marriage can be revived.
I agree.
That's what I believe.
I believe that too.
If you have it on the right foundation, which is the Lordship of Jesus Christ.
Right.
If you have your marriage on a solid foundation of the Lordship of Jesus Christ, I believe any marriage can be revived, because we always tell couples this. Whatever you put into a marriage, a relationship, that's what you're going to get out of it.
Okay.
If I'm not putting any effort into it, I'm just riding your coattail, that's what I'm going to get out of it. If you just not putting any effort into it and you ride my coattail, guess what? We're just going to have like this one-sided situation.
Okay.
So I believe if you put a lot of effort into it, I put a lot of effort into it, our marriage can start taking off. We're not going to be perfect, but our marriage can be healthy. And that's what we're looking for, a healthy
relationship.
Yes.
So you're saying they can be revived. So with that, you think they can also be restored? So if they revive, can we restore this?
I'm thinking.
I'm just saying, you said it can be revived.
If it's under a solid foundation.
Can we restore this? With those 4 years of deception, do you believe they can restore it?
Ooh, it's gonna be tough. Because now I don't have much trust in you.
Right.
I don't have much trust in you.
Right, it's gonna be hard.
And now since I don't have much trust in you, now I have resentment for you now, because now you're not been truthful. I have not been truthful. Whoever it is had not been truthful.
Right.
So now we've lost trust. We've lost hope. Now we're into resentment.
Okay.
And when there's resentment, then it comes to hardship of the heart.
Right.
You start to be all stiff now. You're not paying me any attention anymore. You're not even believing what I'm saying.
So can it be restored?
I believe it can be restored.
Okay. So at the
I
end
believe
of the
it can
day,
be restored.
So at the end of the day,
Now, first of all, the question on the floor is, do you want it to be restored? The one that's being deceived.
Okay.
Do you want to be restored?
And not just the one being deceived, or am the one that's the deception part that's doing the deception. Are we willing to come together to try to reunite it?
That's going to be the question on the floor.
And at the end of the day, once we reunite it, that's part of reconciliation. Can we get to that point? That's the reunion I'm talking about.
That's going to be the question on the floor.
Because we can revive it. You said there is a chance for us to revive it. If they can revive it, restore it, then I think they could reunite it. But both of us have to be willing. There has to be this is a process. Just listen to me, y'all.
Most definitely.
This is a process. This is not going to happen overnight. Right. You can't just say it happened. Let's just move forward. I believe, like Kenneth said earlier, you're going to need someone to help you out to navigate through this process. But I believe anything can happen. I do.
I believe so too. But like you said, it's going to take a lot of help. Both of us are going to have to be willing to just say, okay, I'm going to try to learn how to forgive you first of all.
Okay.
If you ask for forgiveness, or if I ask for forgiveness, and then I'm going to have to learn how to try to start trusting you a little bit more.
Okay.
But whoever's doing the deception, his job is to earn, or her job is to earn that trust back.
Okay.
Trust is not easily given. Trust is not easily won over. You have to earn that trust back.
Right.
Forgiveness, and then that comes to time.
Forgiveness is given and trust is earned.
And that's when you have to roll your sleeves up now and start going back to work.
Okay.
Am I tired of being deceptive in this marriage? Am I tired of being, the one that's putting all the trouble into the marriage?
Okay.
Am I tired of that, or do I want to keep on throwing these smoke screens up? Because if you do want to keep on throwing the smoke screens up, then there you go. It's headed for destruction.
So in closing,
headed downhill fast.
I'm just going to ask the one that wrote me this email, send me some more information on it, because I would love to know more if there's kids involved, or both of y'all are you even willing to give it a try? Can you, like I asked Kenna, are y'all able to revive it? Are y'all able to restore it? And even though y'all able to reunite it so we can reconcile this relationship.
Because it can happen.
I believe it can happen.
Yes,
Kenna believe it can happen.
Yes.
We believe it can happen. But it's up to you all to make that decision. So keep those comments coming.
Yes.
We appreciate y'all watching us.
Yes.
Stay tuned next week.
Yes.
We hope y'all have a wonderful evening.
Yes.
And we'll see y'all next week. Bye. Have a good one.
Okay, see ya.